I think we're streaming, is sort of like if you're looking at your percentage of business as a pie chart, like how does it break out in terms of whether it comes through your network and word of mouth, et cetera, or if you're actually paying an advertising firm or something to go out there and get our sales consultants to get you business. Is that accurate, Dot?
With a focus on technology and new media.
With a focus on technology and new media, since this is
Clear.
Digital Capital Week. Okay.
Okay, we currently spend about $100,000 a year in our general marketing budget line item, and we break out into all kinds of different things. So some of it is, we do direct mail, we certainly do email campaigns, we do trade shows, what am I missing? We do events, we tweet, we have Facebook fan page, we do guest author writing, those kinds of things. We try to be the expert in our field as far as etiquette and events and those kinds of things. And the return on the investment's really hard to say because we do a wholehearted response or campaign. It's difficult to say if I do this, I get X return. I know that I spend $100,000 a year and I'm getting new customers. That's my customer acquisition cost. And I know that because we have a point of sale in our store, and so I can capture that data as they come in. So it's difficult for me to tell you it's best to spend your money here versus spending money there. I do think when you look at your marketing budget, it really does need to be holistic. You can't focus on print ads and you can't focus directly on social media. It really does need to be a whole campaign. And it's important that you figure out who your target audience is because you can waste a lot of money trying to talk to the wrong audience in the wrong way.
Okay, so I most recently ran an online marketing company. So I would tell you, without working with a company that's helping you or a team that knows what they're doing social media wise, you're going to waste a lot of money and a lot of time. And you need to have the people that know what they're doing and the right tools so you can measure the effectiveness of some of these online campaigns or lead generation through social media, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult, and you're going to think, well, why do I need this fan page? I'm not getting any hits here. I'm not getting enough results. So you have to have an online. Sometimes they're called buyer acquisition people within your organization or a company that you work with that understands how all of these things are woven together and can measure the results of online campaigns. It's one of the things that we used to do.
Harmony was focused on government and nonprofit organizations, so the typical social media or marketing campaigns didn't really work, and it was really about who you knew and what relationships you built. And I had no marketing budget and no marketing efforts for the first 10 years before I got investment because it was all based on word of mouth. And I can't say enough that you have to treat your customers well, and that's probably your best advertising there because you can give 10 references who will sing your praises, but if you don't treat them well, you're not going to have referenceable customers, and you're going to see the acquisition of new customers go down as a direct result of that.
So my latest company is a company called Code 9 Mobile, and we allow parents to log into a website, put a little piece of code on their children's cell phones, and they can see everything about what that child is doing. So if there's a bullying issue or a safety issue, they'll know about it. So the playground of old, our parents would just walk out there and say, knock it off. Well, you can't say knock it off if you don't know what's happening. So it's a way for them to know what's happening. We started the company and our first set of users came entirely from my network, from places like this, where I would say, this is what we do, and they'd say, oh my gosh, I want to try it for my kids. And the first people that we got doing it were literally real-life friends and family that came out of things like this. Now it's all about social media. I mean, it's really interesting. It's about moms and mommy bloggers talking about really how to help their kids grow up in this very technological world that we live in. And we're just one part of that solution. And so we rely very heavily on it now.
We use social media to drive traffic to our website. That's really our goal. We do a lot of social media. We have Facebook fan page, we Twitter, we have a blog, and all of those items are are wrapped up together. I actually hired a former journalist to do it for me. So she writes my blog, she does 3 entries a week, and they all go into my LinkedIn, my Facebook, and my Twitter. And the whole goal there is to just drive more traffic to the website. We've stopped doing any real direct mail marketing. We don't do any ads. We don't have a marketing firm that we use. We do everything in-house. And we're just focusing all of our efforts on the internet. Search engine optimization. We have an SEO consultant that we use who's excellent, who works very hard every month to drive more traffic there with different campaigns. And that's where we're focusing all of our marketing, is straight to the internet.
Sure.
None of us mentioned video, and video is huge. And so we have just recently, it was so inexpensive, we got one of those little flip camera things, and we put a video testimonial of our customers on our website. I can't believe how many people show up in my networking saying, I saw your video. So I'm glad that I brushed my hair or something. But video is going to be, it is big, and it's going to be bigger, because I think that it's easier to watch somebody and their personality shows through. When you get customer testimonials, somebody said it's worth their weight in gold. So we're certainly planning in our strategy to use a lot of video in the future.